some shit. I'm doing nothing. My phone been trying to front me so bad. It's not even funny, dog. Put on my earrings while I'm alive. Sure, a couple times. Where was that? Let me see. It should have went on. Did it tag from? It should Facebook. It should be on my main page. Well, it is, but it didn't tag me. That's why I couldn't find it. But I had to go to your page. But we're here. We're here. And we are. And we're live. I hope little sister got her food. Hey, listen, I hope my daughter got her food too. Listen, if you are a DoorDash driver and taking my daughter for food, please give it to her ASAP because she ready to fight, okay? That is out of control. She is not playing. I don't know. How much she don't play about her food. It's the captions for me. Yeah, listen, it does all the captions. I'm just sharing this to some groups and stuff, y'all. Share it for me. Y'all share it too. Yes, definitely share. Share, and share alike. Don't be scared to comment and all that good stuff. We talking about good stuff. I like this little shirt. Y'all know I ordered this off Temu just to see if the app works. Man, so many people do it. And it did. And it works. I was like, oh, I haven't yet. You didn't download the app yet? I got the app. I just say order that. Yeah, it's not the one. I'm trying to get free stuff. But see, they play with this free stuff. So I'm 10 cents away, and I gotta find somebody who doesn't have the app so they can download the app. Everybody got the app. Like I was like, this is a gimmick. I gotta find some more phones in my house to download. I downloaded on my iPad, my mama's cell phone, my sister already got it, my brother. I'm about to tell my brother doing my niece and nephew's iPad. Oh my God. My daughter said, you got a problem. And I do. I'm trying to get this. Listen, if it works, I'm trying to get this free shit. You feel me? If this shit really works. But that ain't what we talking about. Hold on, I'm going to share a lot. You know what? I should have brought my new toy. Which one? You got a new one? I got a new rabbit. I ain't had a rabbit in a while, but this one fuck here. Oh, man. Speaking of, I gotta go drop off one of them male masturbators. Yeah. I didn't even introduce the show. We just talking about it. So listen, y'all. Welcome to another episode of NeNe and Nite. It's your girl NeNe, and I got a special guest with me. She's no stranger to the show, no stranger to the world. Y'all got Miss Tiffany Elle, or D King Tiff. Whatever y'all want to call it, put D in front of it though, you feel me? Don't forget it. Don't forget it. So look, we're going to talk about some relationship stuff, because we'll never really talk about relationships all the time. And I'm like a relationship coach. I'm certified at it. I've been trying to run from it. Because, listen, I run from it because people don't listen to you about relationships. Like, people want you to give them an answer and tell them what to do. It's like, I put the whole, you don't see this big old board in front of you, I put everything in front of you. But they don't want to listen. So I try to. Like, they're like, so what do I do? It's funny that you try to run away from the relationship coaching. I'd rather do the relationship coaching. You can have all the sex shit. Like, I'm telling you, at first, initial phone call that I got right after, literally, like, I wasn't even certified a week. And I got a phone call, and the man ended up masturbating to my voice over the phone. I was like, is this what I got to look forward to? Because, whoa. This is what I signed up for. Like, listen, real quick. My daughter just texted me. She said they knew not to try me and my food. My daughter got food. She got food. I'm so happy. I'm sorry, y'all. She don't play, but. Back what? Listen. Yes. So, so listen. So one of the biggest things, just while we're on the topic of this whole little sex world thing, one of the biggest things is me and Tiffany are probably the few heterosexual women in the game. Because listen, it's so many people that are like, well, you never been with a woman? I'm like, nah, do I look? I mean, I know I'm a little tomboy with them, but I look like I like right. I'm like, is it written on my face? And it's like, you sure?
Who think that I would be
Who
sure?
are we checking with that who are I'm confused. I like dick. I like penises. Like, I don't like women. It's not uncommon, but being in the world and going to like the conventions and stuff, most of them women are all non-binary, you know, just every other term. And I'm just like,
Pan.
Yep, pansexual. I'm like, nope, it's just me. Just hetero.
Just
monogamous and hetero. No fun here. Like, and I know a few women in the world. I don't know all. There's a lot more sex experts popping up in sexology, which, and y'all, the words are interchangeable. You know, there's no big difference, but there's a lot more popping up. But yeah, me and Tiffany, I do know two of the heterosexual ones. Don't knock anybody else for anything. It's just like, don't assume that I'm just that I munch on carpets. Please don't assume. That's why y'all see me do my classes. Oral sex is head though. It's sucking dick is my specialty because I can teach you how to eat pussy, but it's, you know, if I don't eat it, so I want to do something that I know how to do.
right.
My tongue is for licking popsicles. I don't know. It ain't happening, but you know, in this world, it's just funny what people assume, and then people just assume that we're like just gonna be out here showing. I mean, I love people who show everything, show their bodies and all that, but then we do it every day like that. Now, like I think we're gonna be naked every single day or something. Like I think that they have the sex for stuff all the way
mixed up,
cause we wear clothes. We got other jobs
every day.
We actually got other jobs and stuff too, you know.
Professional jobs.
Yeah. That's why when I get off at 4:00, it's NeNe all the way. Don't mix the two up. The other girls stay at work. NeNe comes outside and work. And the people call me my name, they're like, you gonna answer me? You didn't call me NeNe. I ain't at work again. You wrong name.
That part.
wrong name. But you know, it's fun though. Mine is getting phone calls and masturbation.
Man, listen. And it's happened more than once. That first initial one, it really threw me because, like I said, I was freshly certified. My picture was on the American Board of Sexologists website and my personal phone number. I flipped my shit. So they immediately took it down because as soon as I got off the phone with them, I was on orders too. So I was on base when I got that phone call because mind you, it was on my personal phone. So I'm picking up like, hello, what's up? You know, like it's somebody that actually knows me. So yeah, they immediately took it down. And then since I've had the space on Melwood, I've gotten a couple phone calls.
You know, I don't actually think that, you know, I need to add my business number on to the American Board of Sexology. I didn't put a phone number on there at all at first because when I did bedroom candy at first, the phone calls I got were off the wall. And I'm like, I just want to say you're a sex toy. Is that not what you want from me? You want more than a sex toy?
Them calls be off the chain. Since I've been on Melwood, I've gotten some calls and some pop-ins. The white men that pop in be kind of strange. Yeah.
I mean, I say my panties or something. I mean, is that what you want? Like, just get away from me. Like
you talking, like, I had a couple of them that came in that was being real graphic about the situation between them and their girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like...
You know, and then people give you a lot of details, and it's like, you gotta pay me to listen to this. Like, I mean, you got some money? Like, are you gonna pay me to listen to this? But I really, some of the stuff that you hear is like...
Now you're trying it.
What? And you can't, and then it's hard to, so one of the things I found out while dating, while being NeNe at night, not NeNe because I've been NeNe for long, NeNe at night is, it's hard to, you know, when they ask you what you do, I'm like, okay, look, I do this, and I do this. Do I want to say that I do that? Like, do I want to mention that? Because the minute you mention it, it's like left field. But it also can tell you who can handle it, who can't.
True.
Because the reaction of what they give you tells you a lot about what type of person they're going to be. Like, some guys are all like, oh, that's interesting. You know, what you do with that? Some guys are all like, you trying to fuck? What?
It's not what it's about, sir.
No, it's not. You feel me? Money is the proof. Listen, this time I've been a prostitute. Let me know what I'm about to do here, because you got to like, and then they want to tell me issues for free. Sir, do you want a consultation? It's 15 minutes, you know, a little free.
Definitely do a mini session.
That's it. But after you get into so many details, you got to pay to play. Like it's professional. It's hard, but it's fun.
I've had to have those conversations too. Like, let me stop you right there. Because the things that you are saying and asking me are meant for a paid session.
Right. Like, what?
So, and I take my business very serious.
What happened in Hollywood? Tiff, you need me to be security, because now I'm not this one.
No, seriously. Like, one time, a man came in and I had a client in the chair. So, it was really awkward.
Oh, Lord.
Like, really awkward. And so I was like, would you like to make an appointment? Because you going into quite a bit of detail. And then the other individual, like almost immediately when he walked in, he asked if we were by ourselves. And whenever I'm in the studio, I have my gun on me.
Right.
So, and it sits right on my desk where people can see, because I don't play that.
I mean, we buy ourselves, and we can't buy ourselves. If that's what you're asking me, we can't buy ourselves. It is. I think
I always got company.
What's crazy is just imagine if we're just sexologists. The women have to endure this actually like in the field and out there. Like, that's crazy, big.
Yeah.
That's nuts that we have to deal with so much, and we don't even be doing nothing. Like, and like I tell people, I teach dick sucking classes. Here they go. So how do you show them, sir? I don't show them on a real man. It's a dildo or whatever their weapon of choice is. You know, they want cucumbers, but I let them choose what they want to do it on, sir. No. And he was like, well, what if I wanted my girl to? Now, if you want to pay me extra money, I'll watch your girl suck your dick, and I'll tell her to pay attention to some things. That's some money like that.
You got to pay.
You got to have money for me to show you how to do you. Like, but y'all just be people. 2023 in the world is still different. So imagine, you know, since we're talking about that. So do your models ever come to you and say like if they get a lot of crazy stuff or?
It's funny that you asked me that, because I recently asked them to give me comments, feedback, questions that they get about the brand. Because, you know, 10 years you hear pretty much the same shit.
You heard it
But
10 years, you heard it 10 years.
So many crazy things. Are y'all strippers? Are y'all call girls? Are y'all prostitutes? Like, I've gotten asked all of that. Do y'all do bachelor parties? Like, will y'all come dance at our party? Will y'all do that for my birthday? Like, no, we will not. That's not what this is. It's not what it is at all.
And what's crazy is when people come to events like that, they don't act like that. So like, I've been to Summer Bliss a few times, and like the people don't act crazy. Like it's more of the public. Because even at the painting sips I do, the females are respected. Like they naked, half of them is nude, and they're respected. So it's the outside world that doesn't understand that colors is always a little extra.
It's the ones that have never ever been to a Summer Bliss, a bedroom bliss, a sipping. What is it?
Pretty paint.
What is it?
Right.
No disrespect.
Nah,
But it's literally the ones that have never actually been to or supported the events, or even inquired to ask,
Right.
well, what is it? Because that's all it takes is to ask, what is it? I would not be offended if you were like, well, what is that?
What
I've
they
never
do?
heard of it. Like, what do y'all do there? Like, all you have to do is ask. Don't ever assume, because what does that do? It makes an ass out of you.
Not me.
Not me.
Not me.
Because we know what we do, and our supporters know what we do, and they know what we provide. So
it's actually harder to explain though. I tell them most of the time, you gotta come. You gotta come to see it. Like you gotta come to experience it. You know, it's different. Both Summer Bliss, Bedroom Bliss, great events. They give different, you know, they give off different things, but you just gotta come to see it because it's like it's beautiful when it's there. It's a beautiful thing to see in person, and if you ain't been, you gotta come. Like I can tell you all day what you're gonna see, but you're not gonna really see it until you actually come.
It's an experience. It is truly an experience. Either one of the shows, the summer show or the November show.
I missed the burlesque show too, you know, because I was, you know, I'd be working 15 jobs. I was already on the schedule, and I was like, shit, everybody keep talking about the burlesque show, and I'm here at Sluggerfield working bartending.
The summer burlesque show was bomb.
I heard, I kept seeing it tagged and a lot of stuff, so y'all gotta go to the event to experience them. Like, it's amazing. I tell people all the time, it's amazing. I'm trying to get all my sisters and the buy some tickets for Sunday. They slacking, you know, my family, last minute family, they start showing up eventually though. You know, I'm like, come on out to the show, y'all gotta come, because y'all don't want, it's 10 years. 10 years.
10 years.
10, that's a long time, you old, dog.
I am. I started Sensual Bliss when I was 30. Well, I was turning 31 that year, but yeah.
10 years ago. See, I'm a baby. I'm only 6 I'm only 6 years in. See, she's 10. And somebody else is 10 years in. No.
Nikki.
No.
Texture Dreams. She celebrated 10 years.
She did celebrate 10 years. Hey, I fucked with her.
Yeah,
she's made a lot of my shit over the years. Yeah, she's made a lot of stuff. Tiffany's made some stuff. I can get stuff made. Like, hey, but I don't know. Well, you know, so listen, but the Shakespeare thing, all of us are literally new to the game. Like everybody but Jay is like new to the whole Shakespeare sexologist game. Like literally, everybody got certified within the past 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm 2 years in.
Yeah. Shit, this week. Wait a minute, what's today?
I need something else. Yeah, something else.
July 2nd, I think. I have to look at my certificate, but that makes a year for me.
Tiffany's a year in. A year in the game. Look, she didn't celebrate. She's paid. She got 10 years, a year, all in the same. She didn't celebrate. She's paid.
I've been celebrating all month though. Like June was my official 10 year. Like when the first event that we ever performed at was Nite Merriweather.
Yep.
We performed at her event, and then
shout out to Nite.
Yeah, because she's been in the game for a minute.
She's been in the game, and she gave me opportunities to host a male review. I just had fun watching them bodies. Look at this body. I'm just shout out. There's a lot of people that's been, you know, that's been in this game for a little minute.
We've worked with a lot of people,
and there's a lot of sexologists coming out this year. There's a few of them. There's a few coming out this year. Listen, I support all of y'all. I want all of y'all to do the best.
For sure.
I'm definitely, when it comes to the sexologist game, I'm definitely not stingy. I got questions to ask me, ask Tiffany. I'm definitely not stingy people. Don't mean we're gonna let you in on everything, y'all. Look, we do each other before the games, so it's different. You feel me? Like, we'll let y'all in on some stuff, but everybody, we gotta see how y'all work first before we just like, oh, let's collab with you. You feel me? Because it's a dog-eat-dog world in this city.
It's terrible.
But we're definitely open books to help other people get certified. I'll lead them right to Jay. Since she got that program started, my program was a lot longer, a lot more extensive. If I would have had a condensed program then, I would have jumped. I had a bunch. I had to choose from like 3-year programs or something. I'm like, yeah, it's a lot of stuff. Yeah. Like it's a whole lot of stuff to go. Like I had to watch people with disabilities have sex. This is different. The man in the wheelchair was just talking about how horny he gets, and I was like, it's imperative though. Like it was just interesting. The feet fetishes. don't even like feet that much. I learned. Like, the stuff that you learn in these classes is like, shit. It definitely opens your mind. It changes your mindset, changes who you are. So, with the topic that we're doing, so do you think that being who you are now helps you differently in relationships than it did in the past?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I definitely communicate more and communicate better. I'm way more open with my communication than I feel like I've ever been. Because and anybody that knows me, especially the last few years, I am like, communication is top tier, like, period. Like, when it comes to sex and relationships, I'm gonna always tell you you need to communicate, or tell you how important it is to communicate, because it is. I mean, this is a no-brainer. You cannot be in a relationship. You can't have friends. You can't be in a working relationship. None of that shit without communication. I mean, it's a given, but it makes your relationship, especially your intimate relationships, so much better, because you need to be able to communicate and express what you like and what you don't like, and vice versa, so that you all can either figure out if you all should be together or not. Like, if you all are actually compatible or not. Don't wait till the toxic shit happens. Talk that shit out, figure it out, and if it don't work out, fuck, split ways. Shit. What they say is plenty of fish
In the sea, it's a lot. Shout out to Lyric too. Lyric is a sexologist too. She sits with us. The rest of y'all can't sit with us yet.
Shut up. You was clearly saying.
I said I help them out. I said to sit with us yet. No, I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. But no, shout out to Lyric though.
Yeah, shout out.
But what is one of Mahogany said she has tickets to Central Bliss before I answer that question. She has tickets to Summer Bliss. Get some tickets from her.
Why I can't see the comments? Oh, there it goes.
I know how to click on the video. Yeah, Mahogany, that's my daughter for a long time. We definitely had some different. You remember we was in Marion State's parking lot teaching our friend how to ride dick and stuff. That's the type of stuff we were doing. So I knew this is what I needed to do. But with relationships and communication, so one of my biggest things I have learned is through doing is we're all gonna have different communication styles. Nobody's gonna communicate the same way. So in a relationship, we have to try to find the happy medium. Like, everybody's love language is different. Everybody communicates differently. Some people, are short. Some people are long. Some people want to just don't talk about the issue and keep pushing. And I'm like, oh, whoa. I'm not that kind of person. I can't just, we had an issue, let's keep it moving.
It used to be me.
But I feel like now it doesn't address, let's figure out let's talk. Let's figure out what we did, what we could do differently next time. If we have this issue, what's the real issue? Is it really yours? Like, all of that. And some guys, a lot of times, too, don't like to talk about things. A lot of guys, some women, too. Tiffany said she used to be like that. Like, they just want to, voila, let's wake up. We're good today. No, bitch, I want to still punch you. What are you talking about? Like, hold up, dog. Like, and I'm the one, if we don't talk about it, I'm going to remember what you said on March 13th in 2013 at 3 p.m. And I'm going to tell you in 2023 because you never let me finish my sentence. And dude be like, you bring up old shit. You didn't let me bring up the old shit then from bringing up old shit. You should have let me finish shit. But I like to talk about stuff then so it won't hang in the balance and dwell on it. And some women, we read into a lot. And I don't want to be the kind of be like, well, what did I do? Well, did I do? Let's talk about what you think I did. Let's be in the middle with our communication style. We ain't gotta talk about everything. Let's talk about some of it to see what we can do differently. Because, and I absolutely hate, my pet peeve is when you just walk away from me and leave.
Ooh, Lord.
Bitch. Hey, this is like what? I just gotta walk away. Hey, you walk out that door.
I'm trying to understand why you feel like you gotta walk away. You feel like you gotta walk away because you about to hit me? Like, right. We need to square up or something. Right. What has made you that bad?
Right. You that bad that you gotta leave? Then it does bring up the other questions, like, are we about to fight? Do we need to fight? Because what are you talking about? Yeah, and I don't want to fight, but why do you feel like you want to fight me? Like, is it that serious? Like, what happens where you gotta leave before you blew back like it? Like, and then I guess I feel like as adults, we should be able to control our anger a little bit better. Mm-hmm. Like, we should be able to control our anger a lot more. And I get sometimes, you just have those one-offs where you just like, kill this bitch. But like, it's cool to have the one-offs, but all the time, like, you gotta walk away every time. We can't just talk about it. And then, what's that Neo song, Mad? Like, I don't want to go sleep mad. What happens if I don't wake up out my sleep and then we was mad and then what happens? What happens if you don't wake? We ain't talk about it. Like, life is short. Let's talk about this shit. And then also, like you said, we can figure out if we actually need to continue doing this. Because if we can't talk, what are we doing?
Right. And another thing is the communication is going to not only help with the relationship, it's going to help with the sexual aspect of it too. Because y'all can be cool as hell. Y'all can love hanging out with each other. Y'all can be the coolest. But if you are not communicating or you're not connecting intimately, then shit's not gonna work. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Sex has a lot to do with how your relationship flows. Like, you have to be able to connect intimately. It's real. Like,
and she needs intimacy outside the bedroom.
Yeah,
but intimacy is not always in the bedroom. So
understand.
It's a Tetris puzzle.
Hezekiah, she's a Pisces.
NeNe, what's just not everyone to be confronted because people like that coming for them in relationship. Yes, I'm a Pisces.
I wish the comments on her.
I know, well, it only comes up on the certain, like, different platforms. It's weird. I don't know.
I was
trying to get the chat thing.
I fuck around and
Right. But like, I wish that our relationship, let's be real, our relationship would be all peaches and cream if we could just figure it all out. Relationships are gonna have issues, but let's address them. Like, I seen some people, like, they sit down and, like, once a week they just talk about how do you think it's going? What do you think we're doing? They married. What do you think we should do different? Like, let's have conversations like that. Let's have little sessions where we can, hey, you want to do something different? Like, try a different date night or something. Like, they have these conversations once a week. It's like a release where you don't come for me, I don't come for you. We're just going to talk about it.
That's a good idea. So we don't talk. Like, it's not like every week.
Right.
But we definitely have those conversations where it's like, okay, like, we just had one yesterday.
Like, decompressing. Let's talk and see how we think we're doing, what's going on.
And it was something as simple as, are you happy? Are you satisfied? Or I asked him something else. And his rebuttal was, I am happy, but what do you mean? Am I happy with you? Am I happy with life? Am I happy sexually? Am I satisfied sexually? I was like, I'm glad you had those rebuttals because they were going to be follow-ups. Because if you would have been just like, yeah, then I'd be like, well, what the fuck are you happy with? What makes you happy? Because seriously,
what makes you happy?
It's so many layers to a person and so many layers in your relationship. So you got to make sure that you're on the same page. Because I'm happy. And I just had to let him know, like, I'm happy, I'm satisfied to an extent. And I told him just like that, to an extent. And I explained to him, because he was like, what you mean to an extent?
Sir, it's a conversation. Don't get
that. Chill out.
Hold on, sir.
I'm talking.
I didn't say your sex was whack, sir. I just said, hold on.
Just explaining to you what I like and what I don't like.
Hey, he was ready for you, like,
listen.
But those conversations have to be had because it helps you figure out where y'all going, what's next, what we can do to change things. Because even though I'm who I am, she's who she is, we're not perfect. Like, I think it's a miscommunication somewhere along in the world that I'm just the greatest at sex. I'm the greatest at everything. I still gotta learn my partner. I still gotta learn if you want to try new things, learn what you want to do, how you want to do it. I still have to learn you. Do I have the tools to do that? Yeah, everybody has the tools to do that. I just have extra tools in my mind to switch some things up and try new things. But you have to be like that. You have to ask your partner if they're sexually satisfied.
You have to, and you got to be ready for the response, because y'all could have what you think is great sex, but your partner,
he might say you don't ride the dick along.
He or she might be thinking like, man, I wish this motherfucker would stop doing this.
I wish this motherfucker would stick around in 5 minutes. She can't ride the dick no longer than this. You know what I'm saying? Your partner might not say it like that. I don't know if she might want you to ride the dildo longer. I don't know. But, it's good to have these conversations and don't take offense to them so that you can adjust.
The biggest thing you have to remember when it comes to communicating is just being open. Do not be afraid of what their response may be. You just have to be open.
So listen, Hezekiah said, why is it that women don't allow their men to express feelings without them being considered being soft or cis generation of men? So listen, that is a good question because, I can't speak for everybody. I think that more men, I think that the reason why more men don't express themselves is because of the way that in the past women have reacted to, oh, well, you're a punk if you express yourself. You're a punk if you cry. There's this stigma surrounded about men having to be so strong and they can't have issues. Everybody's human. They're gonna have issues. I think it's great when a man expresses himself because if he holds that shit in too long, it ain't gonna be pretty. If he's holding all of this in, he can't express himself, can't say what he has to say, it's not gonna be pretty. I think guys should be able to talk to their friends like we talk to ours, and I think they should be able to talk to their man. Like, it's okay to let it out. That's the point. Like, these conversations, that's why these conversations we had for him to let it out, whatever he feels, whatever he's going through. He feels like he should be able to be emotional. He should be able to show. I want my man to show his soft side. Don't be all hard with me, bitch. I'll fight you. No, I don't want that. Like, let's be soft. Be soft with me. I want to see both sides. It's okay to have a happy balance. Don't just try to be vulnerable with me.
From what I've seen and what I've experienced, the ones, I'm not gonna group everybody, but some of the ones that do not want their mate, or they down talk them or make them feel a certain kind of way about expressing their feelings or being comfortable with expressing their feelings, are the ones that were not raised in love. They were raised in struggle or trauma. You know what I'm saying? Everybody experiences.
Yeah.
So until they can find themselves and be comfortable with expressing their own feelings, it's not going to be easy to date somebody that's that in tune with expressing themselves.
Which a lot of women express it by yelling. Yeah, I'm a yell. That's me expressing myself. I have to yell. A lot of women are like that. Like, I have to yell for you to get my point across. You're not hearing me if I don't. And like you said, that's based off how you raise it. And it is crazy though. A lot of women don't see men in their households, so they don't know how to react. And their mama tells them if he expressed himself, he's a punk, he's a little boy, he ain't doing it right. You know what I'm saying? Different situations for everybody. Heck, some of them seen their daddy in the household, but their daddy never cried. Their daddy never let them see them sweat. And that could also be something. Well, my daddy didn't do it, so why are you?
Right.
My dad was always, but that's stressful.
And that's another thing. Like, men that have sons, y'all need to love on y'all sons just like y'all would love on y'all daughters. It's okay. You gotta teach your young men how to express themselves and how to be vulnerable and let them know that it's okay. Because it is okay. They have to be able to know how to communicate their feelings, whether it's good, bad, or whatever. But they have to be able to effectively communicate as they go through life. So they can't. Yeah. Like, I'm going through that with my son now. Like, he's a 16-year-old, and I'm like, yo, like, I need you to calm down and be able to express to me what the fuck is going on. Like, what is wrong? Because all of this is gonna make me beat you the fuck up. Because you swelling up.
You bigger than me.
You know, like, we not doing that. And that's a lot of males and females reaction, because they cannot register and filter and figure out how to actually express how they are feeling. Like, I had to literally put a feelings wheel on my refrigerator and be like, whenever you feel like you can't talk or you feel like you're getting worked up, I need you to go to this wheel and figure out what emotion you're feeling so that we can figure out how to communicate through that, because we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And it, for a long time, it did not work. We just now starting to really lay some ground.
But that should work in relationships. So that'd be cute to love wheel. How you, that's not me know how you feeling today.
No, seriously.
Like,
it's not just for kids. It is for anybody to be
cute.
able to. Because sometimes we cannot really pinpoint how we feel. You might just be like, I'm mad, but you really are just, your feelings are hurt because you got a bad grade, or you didn't hit that 3-pointer that, you know, in the game or whatever. And those are the things, like, I'm just speaking from my son and experiences with him. But those are real things, especially when it comes to your teenagers. Like, they don't really know how to express themselves a lot of times.
No, they don't.
So,
you see how my daughter just did got some food.
listen, that's why I was just like,
She expressed herself to Jesus. I need to call Jesus on the man. Man.
Hezzy said, what's wrong with women eating ass? You must not have watched that show.
Where's this at?
It's right above it.
Oh, so listen. Listen, I got an answer for that. Nothing is wrong with it because me, I've done it, and I don't about it. It's not bad. Actually, yep, I did it. Me. I think women should do it if they want to try it. I think the problem is here, though. Everybody doesn't have to know that you did it. Like, you don't have to share it with the girl, but
she's just that comfortable.
Yeah, but it's comfortable for y'all to let. But get them fresh out the shower, because I mean, you don't want the little. I told you, you don't want no seasoning on it. And that's anything. Whether dude or girl eat, whoever eat the booty, you don't want the seasoning. Take a shower and get to it. Like, literally, girls. I think for one, there's a stigma around men getting their booty ate is gay. Anything done between a man and a woman is heterosexual sex. If a man, and I also want to address the fact that if a man happens to be bisexual, so the fuck what? He's bisexual.
If it ain't for you, it ain't for you.
Don't date him.
Right.
You know, my butt ache. Now, however, whatever position you choose, that's on y'all. How you doing? 4 from Black Ink Crew. He put his legs up in the air with his red boots on. Now the red boots took me the fuck out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Listen, it's one thing how your legs are, but he had him in damn red boots. Like, he looked like, what's boots? Is that called boots? Boots? No, red boots. Like, bruh.
Boots did have red boots.
Like, he did, like, bro, you can't take off the boots. I mean, yeah, 4 is getting fed. I like that 4 is out here saying, I like women, but I like this. He's actually helping kill some of the stigma because he does have a large following. But I think women, if y'all want to try to eat booty.
Something that one of my clients pulled up recently was
he said no dingleberries. That right? We don't need no dingleberries. No, we don't want to eat them. We don't want to eat them.
From New York Undercover, the black dude.
Malik Yoba.
I seen him. It was an old interview on the Breakfast Club, and he, you know, obviously it is coming out that he is attracted to transgender women. So now he is like obviously an ally, but kind of a spokesperson.
Yeah. And technically he's heterosexual because it's
yes.
I mean, you know.
So y'all, it's so many things that can be confusing. It's confusing.
The
but
waist Jordan is heterosexual. Zaya dates a trans man.
Yes.
Heterosexual. See?
It's so
that's what Zaya identifies. I don't really know Zaya, I think, but Zaya literally they're just a trans couple.
Well, I knew a trans couple from here. They both were trans.
Yeah,
The
I think that's neat.
trans man carried
I think it's neat to watch the men carry the
Yeah, I was like, so I was confused at first. I went and looked all through their profile. I was like, wait a damn minute.
What happened?
Where these kids come from?
What happened?
Yes, and I knew her, and that's how so they ended up moving out of the state. But I knew her, and she kept coming up on my timeline all of a sudden. But like their story was told on TV. Yeah, I thought it was pretty dope.
Well, there's a girl on TikTok. They're not even trans. Like, she's still a girl, he's still a boy. But she's the man in the relationship, and he's the girl in the relationship. Like, he plays the feminine part, she plays the masculine part. Mm-hmm. And they date each other. They're still heterosexual. And I was like, she was a big bitch. Bitch like 6'2", 3, 4. I was like, damn. I mean, like, but at the same time, it's like, damn, she's tall as fuck. Like, Brittany Griner, though. Could you see Brittany Griner came out with it? Brittany Griner knew what her life was meant to be. That's a big motherfucker, though.
She's tall as fuck.
I thought she had did some some testosterone. It's just her voice, like,
it is very much so.
She talks. Hey, listen, if I was a basketball player, I'd be mad. I can't date short dudes, so I'd be pissed. Like, right. We gotta date another basketball player, because this ain't fair. I'm 5'5", and I'd be mad half the time. Man, dudes don't look what they need to be. I'd be mad. Man, you ain't that tall, girl. What the hell's going on? You supposed to be 6'2". We supposed to struggle in the bedroom or something. I dated a 6'8" when I was younger. We tried to have sex. I was like, bruh.
6'8".
After I gotta bend over, I gotta stand up on the bed to bend over, because how you gonna reach me all the way down there? I'm confused. Like, we tried, it was awkward. And then he had a bunk bed. What the fuck are you 6'8" with a bunk bed? Like, what kind of shit is this? He was over his friend's house. I was mad. But you 6'8" in this guy can bunk bed? Man, it never happened. Give me the fuck up out here. Why do you have a bunk bed and you this tall? Like, you shouldn't. Yes, that's an insult to you. You shouldn't have never slept over it. It should be. I'll tell y'all some stories. Should be. I will keep your man, I swear, ladies. You will have leverage over him. Take it from me. Listen, the way they put these posts out about the man in bed, lady. Hey.
They thought me out of the loop, so I had to comment on somebody's post, like, what are you talking about? And they sent me I was like, oh my God, I don't know none of them, so. A couple of them look familiar, but I didn't.
This is my problem, though. It's one thing, be yourself. Be bi, be gay, be whatever you want to be.
Whatever.
Just don't hide that shit and then be trying to date me and lie to me. Don't lie to me, mother. Tell me the truth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Me being who I am, me. A lot of women, that's probably me because a lot of women, but you gotta live your truth because you're never gonna be happy with yourself if you don't live up to who you really are. Like, you're gonna be miserable as fuck if you don't ever live up to who you are. So if you like it, if you like men, hell, if you even just like the being bent over and getting a strap, you can pay me. I'm ready to strap somebody. I'm ready to strap a man. I'm ready. Actually, on my bucket list, I'm gonna get it out one day. I'll probably get beat up after this show.
Sit here in my
I'm ready though. Like, I want to try it. Like, that's one of the things I've never tried. Like, Peg, what's her name? Peg man, she my idol. She my idol. Like,
yeah.
Blame it on real sex. Why I want to do that. Blame it on real sex.
It does take a lot of guts. It takes a lot of guts.
It
lot
does.
Of confidence.
It takes a lot. And I feel like you should, while you're working on that part, don't date anybody and put anybody, you know what I'm saying? For one, don't put anybody in bad situations, period. If you're dating a lot of people, fucking a lot of people, period. Make sure you let your partner know where condoms, do what you gotta do, period. But don't let it be to where some women are emotionally unstable. And, I've been reading these little books, and I've seen some men come out in the books, and the women that shot them. I don't know if I've heard it that deep yet. But just, don't be dating her, and then sometimes you might be cool, but I see on TikTok, this girl found that her baby at the time, he came out to be gay. And they're best friends now. Mm-hmm. It can work like that, but But try to work on yourself. Really take the time to get to
My
know
gay
you.
best friend, we met when we was in training. And
Dominique said she want to peg so
I
bad
know,
too.
I seen that. And I'm gonna come back to that. But we met because we was in training and we initially clicked because we were both from the Midwest area. I recognized his twang. And people thought that we were dating, that we used to talk. But we would just go shopping and clubbing together. And he finally came out to me like the following January or something. Like, I don't know. And I was just like, I already knew.
And you know what? So
Like,
listen, you know what else gets me? So one of my coworkers was talking about this. What gets me is that when dudes think because a dude's gay that he wants them. Sir, not even every woman wants you. Sir, every gay dude don't want you, and ladies, every lesbian, bisexual woman, whatever, they don't want y'all. Like, y'all have to stop being scared to date. And that's one of the biggest misconceptions. Like, when I see it, I love it when I see a heterosexual dude and a gay dude hanging out. It's dope that y'all comfortable. Like you should, every heterosexual man should be comfortable like that. I think if you scared, it's because you might like him. He ain't liking you. Let's be real. But every gay dude ain't looking at you. You ain't that damn cute.
Understand that.
You ain't that damn cute. Ain't nobody looking at you. You might want to go date a horse. Ain't nobody looking at your ugly ass sometimes. Like, y'all be tripping. 2K.
So I said I was gonna come back to the pegging comment. For those that say that they want to experience pegging somebody, why?
I want the power. I just want to, like, I probably got my stroke game. But I don't date women, so I gotta do it to a man. I'm pretty sure I want to see what my stroke. Listen, I seen them ladies on TikTok trying this. You know, they was on the pillows. I'm gonna try it for real. See, because dudes be like, it ain't as easy as y'all think it is. And it's probably not, because I be feeling the sweat dripping on me. But I want to practice. I want to stroke it.
You want to practice your stroke game?
Stroke it real slow, stroke it real nice.
And the only reason why I ask that is because some people might have the wrong reason behind it. Like, if the guy that you are dating, or if somebody actually asks you to do that for them, they have put trust in you. So don't take their trust for granted. And I know people ain't just gonna be, men ain't just gonna willingly just be like, hey, will you peg me?
Yeah, no, that's
not unless they trust you. So, and make sure that you don't break their trust is my thing. Like,
he hollered, Hezekiah said, well, I like my niggas rough and a little ugly. Hey, a little ugly ain't never hurt nobody. Said she just want to try. And it takes a hell of a man to be able to ask you to do something like that. Because it means he's comfortable in who he is. Because listen, Real Sex told me that the wives are doing it to their husbands. So that's why I learned about pegging. And it's crazy. I shouldn't have been that young watching Real Sex and being intrigued rather than being because I should have been like, ew, I'm young. I wasn't like, ew. I was like, oh.
Your ass was watching.
I was like, oh.
I was outside in the street playing football and beating up boys.
I was doing that part. So listen, I was doing that part too. But see, when I tell you, I went under the bed. My cousin had the Playboys under the bed, so the Playboys ruined it. Like, I was still playing football and stuff, but I was also watching Real Sex in the middle of the night. This is late at night, so it's dark outside, and I had the back button ready. But the women was really pegging their husbands, and my ass was like, oh shit, that's interesting. Rather than being grossed out and like, hell, when I see somebody, a woman who did anal a lot, her ass opened all the way up like she ruined her muscles. And I was like, damn, how she, instead of being like, ew, I'm just like, damn, I'm all intrigued about it. That's when I knew I had to be who I had to be, because none of that stuff turned me off. And don't hold on. Deep down, I have a dime side. Okay. Them ugly niggas be getting ahead of themselves too. The dime King tell. No, and don't tell your friends, bitch, even if y'all mad, because that's what it be when a female's mad. She run a social media and break his name.
Oh my God.
So listen though. Please don't. Because for one,
that's not gonna make nobody respect you.
I'm looking at you sideways for one because you did it. So you must have liked it. So why are you telling us for one? That's rude and disrespectful. Sharing people's videos, pictures, any of that type of stuff. They have to stop that shit.
That shit's childish.
I don't care how much somebody dogged me, hated me, whatever. It's going to the grave. Because the only person I'm gonna tell is your mama. Don't fuck with me. Your mama. Yeah, but I'm not. But nah, for telling social media and all that stuff, that is so childish. But that's the reason why people. Somebody asked me, they're like, "You don't make videos?" I don't trust no videos out here in the streets. I don't trust.
I was with a nigga off and on for motherfucking 16 years damn near. No, we not making no motherfucking video.
Nope.
The fuck?
What if somebody steal your phone? I'm not getting paid for that video. Man, shit, they got it for free. This is bullshit.
Right.
Like, it's just, you know, it takes a lot. And a lot of it, I hate that people, you know, I like the, what Tamika made, that leak your own news thing. I like that where you leak your own stuff. But I hate that people have to go through it. Like, leaking of stuff, telling people secrets on social media. Like, why? Like, even the DL list. Who pissed you off that much? Did, like, one of them turn you down or something? Like, who pissed you off that much you had to tell somebody? Like, you told a whole lot of people. And then on top of that, everybody's like, where's the proof?
A whole page.
Who's that? Who has that much time on their hands to leak anything? Like, y'all leak a lot of stuff. When dude was playing with his booty, how y'all leaked it. Girl, he was doing something intimate with you. Right. And you just had it on one. And now nobody's gonna get videos like that. Like, y'all just be running out of fun for us. Because now who's gonna get the video? It's only gonna make other people get it. Hey, what you said, people really like freaky stuff but scared to admit it. But like you said earlier, the stigma. Yes, it ain't. You do give them fans. You know, but I'm gonna give them fans. That stuff be backfiring on people.
For sure.
I ain't listen. Stop doing
You trying to ruin somebody's reputation, and it ain't doing nothing but taking their meter.
But then I would be. You liked it until you get mad.
That part.
And now you mad. Just like the whole girls like, he got a little dick. You have a little dick the whole relationship.
Right.
Let's talk about this. Did you just figure out it was little yesterday? Like, if you knew the whole relationship, you like little dicks. Why are you acting like that? That's why are you acting like that? Because you knew it. You dated him for 3 years, and all of a sudden now it's little today. Man, you like little dicks. It's okay. but you dated him for 3 years. That don't even make you look bad. Like, who are you? Like, why are you like this? Like, I hate that stuff. If little dicks can have fun too.
Little dicks matter.
All dicks matter. All dicks matter. Big ones, little ones, uncircumcised ones, veiny ones. Veiny ones are nice. All of them matter. And it's different strokes for different folks. Cause I got a friend who won't date nobody who's over 6 or 7 inches. She's like, fuck y'all. Shout out to my friend. You know, she's definitely not dating a big one. She likes some medium, but she says she's not going to be big. She's not that. She never wants to date a big dude. She's like, it's too big for me. And everybody has a difference. You feel me? Think about it though. If we was all virgins, little dicks wouldn't even exist. We wouldn't even know the difference. We fucked that up. And we're supposed to be virgins so we was married. Shit. We fucked it up. Yeah. Oh well. But I thought about that one day. I was like, how would we know if we was all virgins? We would never know we was having dual sex. We would never know.
Ain't nobody side-eyeing you, honey. Things that people don't know.
No side eyes.
No side eyes.
If you ever do it, call us, inbox us. We like stories. We keep them
My name is King Tip for a reason.
That's why she said she didn't say nothing. Keandra, don't laugh at us. Listen, they say little booties matter, little dicks matter.
Man, it all matters.
And they all can work. It just depends on. Okay, hold on. Let me stop. Okay, when I say little, let me define little. I don't mean like you have huge balls. and then it just hangs a little bit off. That's not the little I'm talking about. That's I don't know how that works. That one stumps me. I've never tried it. That one stumps me. Like, have you ever seen one of them? Have you ever had somebody come up to you and approach you one of them? Like, I literally did a video. I was talking to this dude. I video chatted him. I was confused. No, he video chatted my phone. It was random. Before I was leaving at 90. And he was like doing something with his feet or something. Like, what the fuck is going on? What kind of video is this? Then it popped up on screen. It was like this, like, oh. It was like that. And I was like, oh. And he hung up real fast. I don't think he wanted me to see it. I was like, but like, that works for somebody because somebody is happy with him probably. Yeah. He's probably, niceness goes a long way. And I'm gonna say this: if you got like a miniature, like a what's the miniature hot dogs? You better eat pussy. You better have a little bit of pussy. That
motherfucking part. And you better not be one of them. Nah, I don't like toys, motherfuckers. Because what?
No, we don't. Extra added. The pump ain't gonna work out. Pump ain't gonna. I don't want the pump up that far. But you better eat pussy. Like. That should be
a pussy like you need apple pie.
If you don't eat pussy, that should be a disability check. You should get a check for that. I think that if you have a huge penis and you don't know how to use it, that's a disability too. You should be on Medicare. Because ain't no way that your dick is that big, you don't know what you're doing, you just and that's it, like he got no stroke game. Yeah, that's a disability. That's the thing too. Big dicks and no stroke game is a thing. Let's say your world today is so sexually ran. Talk about everybody on Instagram and real showing ass tits, big print. Then expect people to go pay for your OnlyFans. People need to market themselves right. Listen, because I can agree. If you give enough glimpse, people aren't gonna pay for stuff. But if they really in the industry, they know how to do it.
Yeah.
You know, because in little 15-second clips on Twitter, and I ain't see nothing, then you be like, shit, I'm not paying for it. But somebody will. But you know, a quick little glimpse on Twitter, bam, like.
Hey, Twitter's off the fucking chain. One of my accounts, I see everything. My other account, I can't see shit.
I don't know how I see everything. I didn't know I followed this many people. I was confused about Twitter. I was like, God damn, what's going on? But you know, like Jet Set and Jasmine and her, what's the husband name? King Noir? Mm-hmm. I don't know why. I think it was black. Hey. Like, dude put a whole dildo on his throat and like his dick jumped real hard. And I was like, damn. But he put like, sir. Damn, your throat game is sir. And so he's married. He's married to a woman. Mm-hmm. He fucked trannies and everything. I just be like, this is interesting, my ass. Oh, shit, right. Dick bigger than yours. How do you feel about that? Because he's huge, and I want to be like, hey, baby, how you feel about that? But like, I'm talking about, we put that dildo there. What he say?
He's responding to the 15-second comment, and then
swear to God, right? Be like, damn, why you that part? Listen,
stop.
You gotta know how to market, but don't give it all out for free. Please don't give it all out for free and then expect me. Like even on Pornhub, I'll be mad. Bitch, you only gave me 1 minute and 30 seconds. Bitch, what the fuck I'm supposed to do with this? I can't even nut to this 1 minute and 30 seconds.
What is your Pornhub? See, now you ain't got all the questions. I got a question for you.
What's that? Let's go.
What is your top search on Pornhub?
My top search is I like watching women do women, even though I don't like women.
Really?
Women do it more sensual and porn. I found some men that do it sensual. When I find men that do it sensual,
I sent you a video.
So listen, so when I'm doing the search too, I find the straight porn where they doing it sensually. It's something about the way they do it. Because I don't like all women either. I'm like, bitch, you doing it to where I'm gonna punch her. So it just depends. Like I found one guy, he just banging this girl so sensual. I was like, oh yeah, right there. So like it's something about the sensuality. It has to be a certain type of porn. So if the women, even if the women ain't doing it, the men doing it, like it's a certain type of porn. But if you do my search, hell, you might find gay male porn, because I be studying shit too. And I be like, and listen, I turn my phone off now, even though my phone starts turning, I have to lock it, because I watch all kind of porn. I don't tell which one found this goddamn phone. Because I be going to see some shit.
I don't watch porn a lot at all, actually. But one thing that I said that I did want to start trying to find is more tantric sex.
Hey, them tantric massages on the porn.
Hey, listen.
This one dude was touching this woman, so I was like, what?
I really want to pick up my phone right now and see if I can find that fucking video.
That shout out to Tyone. He said women love gay porn. They do. A lot of women do. It's something about the way that the gay porn does it. Like, it seems like when it's a black man, the porno fucking a woman, he just gets straight in there and it's just like, nigga, damn. Like, and then it's over. Like, it seems like the straight porn is overreactive. Like, why the fuck is it milk coming out her pussy right now? Like, the fuck? Like, they don't do that so much in gay porn. It's like, it's weird as hell. Like, it's different. But I'd rather watch a man fang a woman if he's doing it right. Like, I've seen some sensual fingering of a woman. I'm like, that right there, yeah, that right there. But you know, it just really, it's all about what they're doing in the porno.
There you go.
You found it. She found it.
I found it.
She found the porno. I found it. Who is this? Come in. Okay, let me see this one.
Yeah, so.
Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Be quiet.
Y'all too loud.
You ever had a massage with the legs, rotating the leg? He's exercising like she don't get no Charlie horses. That's what's up.
Why he's still in
This
it.
is amazing. I wish I could show y'all this because more of y'all need this. Like she ain't gonna have no stripper BBL reverse cowboy. She's just all in. I think she feels great. Yeah, she got me watching porn on the. And it's 8 minutes and 53 seconds. Hey, yo. Who was his name? Poppy. Send this to me. I'm gonna watch his name. Poppy Fifo. Poppy got it. Listen, he just in there like, and he just. I wish. I'm gonna share it on. Can I share it on Twitter?
We should be able to.
I should be able to share it on Twitter because he's in there. He's stretching the legs. I'm like, she don't have a Charlie horses like nothing when she's done. Why get excited? Why get excited? He gonna start. He start licking the feet too.
That's what I was gonna. Okay, so what is your? And then he just stops and they like eye gaze as he strokes.
Look at that muscle. Look at that muscles in it. Look at that. Ooh. Nah, fuck it. I would have came right there.
Until she cried. What did he say?
Don't look.
Until you cried.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't you dare look at me.
Until you cried.
I'm done. You know what you about to say?
One of the things that I never would have thought that I liked because you mentioned feet earlier. I'm not a feet person. Like, I really, really, really have to be like really fucking comfortable with you to let you put your feet on me, right? Man, which means in turn, don't touch my feet.
Okay.
Right? So I had an encounter. It's been some years now. Let me throw that disclaimer out there. I ain't got time to be arguing about it later.
This is not recent.
It's not recent.
But you might want to learn something too. You might want to listen.
During a session that me and this individual had,
Okay.
the motherfucker started sucking on my toes. And I was like, ugh. And then I was like, oh.
Like the missionary hit the legs.
Yes! Oh my God.
Listen, so let me tell y'all something about toes. The first time I got my toes sucked, I was only 12, 13. I was a thought crying out here. And he sucked my toes, and I was like, oh, this shit's nice. But one time I was with a dude, and we was throwing, like, and he started sucking my toes, and I was like, ooh, suck it again. Ooh. And I was like, hey, that toe sucking, just taking a big toe and twirling your tongue.
So y'all get wet when randomly watching porn. It depends if I'm watching.
He said, yeah, my freaky ass stuff to the phone.
Intense.
Yeah.
Like that video that I just shared with her.
That video right there, have you sitting here like it's just, you gotta get the vibrator out for something like that. Like
For sure.
You gotta be out.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Listen. Porn makes
Yeah.
I firmly believe everybody should do everything with porn, but some porn is actually nice to watch like that one. Like I prefer homemade videos than I prefer stage on set videos. Because the stage on set videos are blah. I mean, it didn't be weird, like why are you fucking your stepdaddy? You can't just fuck like your mama's best friend.
It always has to have a story.
Like fucking the babysitter, the pizza man. Like no.
Oh, what is your opinion?
Okay, so
I'm gonna tell you, I think you know my opinion. I feel like we talked about this before, but
I like my satisfier better.
So me personally, I'm not big on suction.
I listen. I'm big on suction.
So
I think the rose works, but I like my satisfier better because here's the thing: I don't like patterns all the time. I'm not a big pattern person. So my satisfier just gets stronger. Each vibration just gets stronger. The rose goes 3. Number 3 is the strongest vibration. It starts
and then it
with
starts with all extra.
my satisfier. Just keep pushing the button. It gets stronger and stronger. I'm gonna do all that pattern shit. Now, is the rose good for some people? Yeah, they love it. It's definitely can be a 3-minute knockout. But I like the contortion. I don't like.
And it also depends. You gotta position it right too.
Yeah.
Because don't get me wrong, I have used it and it got me to where I needed to be, but I really had to like.
Sometimes you gotta move your leg around here. You gotta move it around.
And I ain't trying to do all of that.
Sometimes you gotta put your leg up.
I'm gonna tell you, my go-to is definitely clitoral stimulation. I'm not big on an insertable toy. It's not.
Only if he's doing it, then insertable toy for me, and we playing with it together or something. He gotta control it. I can't do it by myself.
No, just give me the name.
Fuck all that.
But no, I have a what's called a mini wanderer. It's literally it's the one that I sent in the group with me.
Listen.
It's a little wand. It's about this big. And it's got a small little head on it. But it does the same thing. It don't do no patterns. It's just all vibration.
Listen, I'm a firm believer in the wands. I got the kind you plug up. I got the regular kind. I burned one of them out. Don't judge me. I like my rose gold twisty vibe bullet too. Like it's some, just it's right there. Like plus the wand is good for massaging all over. And I do the wand on the balls when he's in there from the back. I put the wand on the balls and he start, But I like wands. I'm a fan of wine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's simply the
I'm a fan of wine.
He says, "Is this podcast everywhere? This is my first one. I do it every other Wednesday right now." He said, "Yeah, right now. Don't." It's every other Wednesday right now. It'll be, I get back and forth, but I do it every other Wednesday.
I had to get rid of the battery operated bullets because I was buying them like
I need to be
head. No. Remember I told you about that purple one?
Man. Listen, don't call my bobs no more. I don't got no bobs. We don't do battery operated. I'm rechargeables only. And I might charge in the car while we ride.
And I only keep the regular bullets because people always ask for them.
Yep. Well, that's why I keep the twisty go. But I always give, so listen, when somebody asks for a tool, I usually start them off with a bullet.
Mm-hmm.
The rose is people want the rose. I'm like, start with the bullet first. See if you even like it.
Like, you can't just jump into a rose if you ain't never had a
toy. You ain't never touched a toy. Hold on. Slow down. Start with the bullet. Just get you a little bullet. They come in different sizes. Y'all need some meat. Listen, it be like it, but I use masturbation as a stress reliever. I use it to clear my head. I use it just because I can. I use it for my headaches, my period cramps. Hey, listen, I be on it.
What is better?
Our toys are better when you penetrate.
Absolutely.
All of them are better when I be penetrate. But the rose doesn't have to just be for the clit either.
Right.
You can put on your nipples.
You put it on the head of the penis?
Yeah, you put on his penis, it'll do the little suction thing everywhere. So it's not just for, you can explore with the rolls. You know what I'm saying? And I got the double rolls, and I don't know why, because I don't like that circles. But, you know,
You talking about the one thing?
yeah, I think I just had to try it one time.
Sure.
I listen, so I try to try some of the toys, but I hate trying, like, dildos. It's not my thing. It's just not me. You know, I'd rather just put the real thing in there. Grind on me. So listen, I'm not fooling with y'all.
We've been on here for an hour
We're
already.
talking about everything that's fun. So listen, y'all. Let me tell y'all what really y'all talk about before we go. Right, we done talked about all kind of shit. And it was our go to sleep, most men, and we have to do that every day. Listen, every day. Jacking off.
Listen,
That oxygen.
I'm gonna tell you this motherfucking thing. Any man that don't masturbate, I don't trust him.
Nope, it keeps your oxygen flowing too. Y'all tripping. Y'all be, oh, masturbate,
If a
don't do that.
motherfucker tell me they don't masturbate,
That's not sexy.
kick
Right, that's not sexy to me.
See it.
But listen, so, Sunday. What's happening Sunday?
Summer Bliss, bitch.
10-year anniversary of Sensual Bliss. It's the Summer Bliss show. They got some far-ass models. I've seen them posting.
Fire as fuck.
I don't even know what time I'm supposed to be here, y'all. She ain't told me. Just don't show up.
Doors open at 6, so you need to be there by 5.
Okay, look, he ain't tell me what time I need to be here. I have nothing. Listen, I'm just gonna come and we're gonna have some fun. I'll be here. Look, I was gonna wake up 7 o'clock to me. What time I'm supposed to be here? But
I mean, I feel like it's kind of standard, though.
yeah. But listen though, y'all definitely, if y'all don't have y'all tickets, how much are the tickets right now?
General admission is 25.
General admission is $25.
We got front row at 40, and then that's all that matters.
Front row is
Front row is what matters.
25 and 40. Cause listen, front row is everything. Front row is where all the fun is. So get you some front row tickets. $15 more won't hurt your pockets. And they have to pay the tickets.
No.
I was gonna try to help y'all. I got just pay the 40. You got 40 for some pussy, you got 40 for some tickets. Okay. Get y'all tickets to Summer Bliss. Doors open at 6 o'clock.
Yep, show starts at 7.
Show starts at 7. Get there. Last year was a long line, I said.
It showed the fuck
Last year
was.
it was a line. It was a nice little line too. Everybody.
And I got the pictures to prove it. So
Everybody was trying to get in. Everybody, listen. It was a nice little line out there. Don't miss it. It said, "Where's the Stella's venue?"
Stella's.
What's the address of Stella's?
560 South 4th Street. There's a sign outside.
It is.
It's right next door to Stay Ahead. So if you've been to the Stay Ahead store, then you know where Stella's is. Boop. Plug.
And if you need to rent Stella's, who that contact that to rent Stella's?
You can contact me.
It's a nice venue, so y'all can. So listen, I get a 2 for y'all can come, pay $40 to get in the front row, and you can check out the venue. You get to bring it. It's a nice space if you need an event. It's not pricey. You feel me? And you get to get a hell of a show. There's vendors. What kind of vendors you get?
I've got Love Thy Melody, Farron.
Shout out to Farron.
Miss Sheila Fox, Godiva Goddess Art.
Oh, her again. Okay. She got
Yeah.
listen, when I was thinking about the veins, I was thinking about the Snicker picture, just so we're clear. Just so we're clear. You know, I was talking about the veins. She got this far ass Snicker picture. Did bring that up? I think my mom bought that one, did she? I don't know.
No.
It's far enough.
I got 3 of her pieces in the studio.
It's far.
So-
Her painting, she's dope.
She's
painting. Who else we got?
And you know what? And this ain't even my event, but on the 8th, there's a Black Art Show, and she's a part of it. Bree is hosting it.
A Black Art Show. Oh, I did see that. On that Saturday.
So I'm trying to
It's
get
on
on
Saturday.
that.
Well, so I would be there Saturday, but of course y'all
You
know.
gotta work.
I've been at the Young Center all day from 8 o'clock in the morning to 10
We'll be doing
p.m.
this
at
shit.
night.
I definitely gotta be at work at 3 a.m.
I'm bartending for 12 hours. Who bartends that long? But listen, y'all, get y'all
Get your tickets, sensualblisslife.com. If you can't remember that, go to my page, type in Summer Bliss.
I
Bliss.
shared a few of the posts.
Like, it's
Get
everywhere.
your tickets, come. I'm gonna talk some shit, so come. I don't know what I be saying. I should be saying shit. That's the problem, man.
I'm gonna talk some shit. So come.
But it's a hell of a show. You don't want to miss. Don't miss the one in November. I'm hyping that one up already. Don't miss the one in November.
Because that's gonna be the 10-year. That's actually the 10-year anniversary show. Because that's 10 bedroom blisses. 10 bedroom blisses.
It's far. Can I get a cameo?
Hey, you know what? Yes, absolutely. I'm just putting. I don't know about that,
But get your ticket. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. Get your tickets. And if you are not on the live show, you missed the hell of a live show. But as always, this always goes on all the podcast channels. You know, find me on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Apple Podcast, Google Podcasts, iHeart, any type. I probably download it everywhere. Once I upload it, it goes everywhere. But we out.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all on Sunday. Oh, I got it. You want me to do it? I think.
Right, yeah.